Today we're going to talk about what a literal equation is. And so let's go through the definition. So a literal equation is an equation in which variables represent specific measures. So an example is the formula for the area of a triangle, which is area equals 1/2 base times height. And instead of saying it that way, it's A equals 1/2 BH, and this is a literal equation. The variables in this equation represent the measures of the area, the base, and the height of the triangle. So what we're going to do with this is we're going to take our formula and we're going to solve for B and we're going to solve for H, and that is what it means to solve in a literal equation. So let's go through this. Okay, so if we're using a literal equation of A equals 1/2 BH, and we are going to solve for B. So let's write it down first. A equals 1/2 BH. So the first thing we have to figure out is how do we get rid of this 1/2? So we need to undo the operation. Right now it's times 1/2. So we're going to divide by 1/2 or do the reciprocal of 1/2, which is times 2/1. Because 1/2 times 2/1 is going to be 1. So then we're going to multiply both sides by 2/1, which is the same thing as 2. So we get 2A equals BH. And now we are solving for H, so we want to move our H. So right now, the operation you cannot see, it's multiplication. So you divide by H to both sides, and your answer is going to be 2A over H equals B. And that is solving it a literal equation for another variable. So let's do the same thing for H. So A equals 1/2 base times height. Again, we need to get rid of the 1/2, so we're going to multiply it by the reciprocal, which is 2/1. Take it times 2/1. So we get the same thing as 2A equals BH. This time we are solving for H, so we're going to divide both sides by B. And now our literal equation is going to be 2A divided by B equals H. And you may ask, why would we do this? Well, if we only had the area and the base all the time, then we would want to solve it, so then it would be easier to solve it each time. And so that's how you solve for a literal equation.